This video is about the latest U.S. new home sales data and medium new house price information against my softwood lumber prices, which come out every week. Hello again, everyone. Keta Kosman, publisher of Madison's Lumber Reporter, here to talk about the latest data for new home sales in the U.S. and the median new house price, which just came out, and it's for October. And so, as people who've been watching regularly know, I take this data and I put it against my softwood lumber prices, which come out every week. And so I'm using this week at the end of November lumber price data against the latest release of the home sales, which is for October, and showing you what happened through the year and the situation that we're in right now, and then maybe giving a little bit of an idea of what we could expect coming up later in the year and definitely early next year when construction and home sale activity picks up again seasonally. This is the latest data for U.S. new home sales for October 2022 against softwood lumber prices, the three benchmark 2x4 construction framing items, western spruce, eastern spruce, and southern pine on the east side. As you can see, wavering up and down quite a bit, especially in early 2021 and early this year, and then recovering back down after those highs. And then if you look to the far right of the graph, it looks to be moderating quite a bit and approaching something that could be a little bit more normal without all that volatility that we've been seeing lately. The purple line up above there is the new home sales. You can see that it tracks quite closely to the up and down of the lumber prices. And we have for October an increase of 7.5% to 632,000 units, from a downwardly revised September of 588,000, and is down 6% from October of 2021. There was 8.9 months supply of homes on the market, which is down, but is still quite high. Traditionally, 6 months supply would be considered a healthy real estate market. And there was 470,000 new homes for sale in October, up from 463,000 in September. And then those lumber prices, the top three lines are the same items that were on the graph, showing you how things are leveling off now after U.S. Thanksgiving. As I often say, Labor Day prices really start to drop as seasonal activity for construction and then for lumber sales slows down. And we did have that this year. There was a flattening off for almost all of these items during October, except for that Douglas fir, which is a coastal species. That item was affected by the Weyerhaeuser strike in Oregon, lasted almost 5 weeks, took quite a bit of supply out of production, and kept that price higher. But now that everything is back to work and lumber is moving again, that price is also coming down as it normally does for the season. Going into December and the end of the year, these prices might stay around these levels or drop a little bit as demand really slows for the end of the year. Okay, and so it's very mysterious because some of these data sets seem to conflict with each other a little bit, where the construction activity is slowing down, the home sales is slowing down, but that's kind of normal for the time of year. And it was, don't forget, like really quite elevated. So there's going to be a down at some point. Things just don't keep going up forever. But the house prices are increasing, and the amount of new homes selling at a lower amount of money is also, it's disappearing. Very few homes below $300,000, new homes. Okay, so this indicates there is some momentum of demand. It's not as a high gear as it was a year and a half ago. Definitely has slowed down, but interest is there and sales are being made. And so let's look at some more of the data and get a little bit of a better idea. And then for the median new home sales price, again, those same three dimension lumber 2x4 items. And of course, this price just going up and up as everyone is noticing that dip there a few months ago when the interest rates started to increase initially and erased, and now even higher. So what we have is the median new home sales price up 4.5% to US $493,000 from $470,000 in September, and up 13% from October of 2021 when it was US $427,300. I think people really should be paying attention to the fact that only 15,000 new homes sold were below $400,000. In the previous release that was for the September data, it said that only 6,000 new homes sold for below $300,000. So that base of what is the low for the price is coming up. That is also true for lumber prices, where for those 10 years between 2006 and 2017, prices were quite depressed because housing was very muted. And so here we have that benchmark Western Spruce Pine Fir KD 2x4 number 2 and better that I talk about all the time, showing you just at the end of 2020 last year, and then the yellow line this year. And this is what I mean about, you can see from approximately August leveling off and moderating out all of that volatility that we had in the early part of 2020 and the early part of 2021. This moderating is much above the $250 per thousand board feet that we had got used to. So as I say, if that price had increased by 10 or 15% per year over those 10 years, it wouldn't be so remarkable as people are saying now. Okay, great. And so there's just a little bit of the year left at a time when things normally do slow down quite a bit. We've had the US Thanksgiving holiday. After that, lumber manufacturing, housing construction, home sales normally is the slowest time of the year. And so what we're doing is looking forward to the beginning of next year for the lumber sales, because that will indicate how much the builders are expecting to be doing in the spring when construction activity picks up across the continent. So if you like what you see, click like here on YouTube so that this video will get recommended to other viewers. Click subscribe so that you will be notified when I make another update. But definitely in my caption, go to the website at the subscribe menu there on my website, fill out a form to get a sample of the full 500 individual softwood lumber and panel commodity prices that we track every week for that week, and the 1,300 word commentary explaining why those prices have changed. That way you can make your decision about whether you want to actually subscribe to my dashboard. Let us know. We'll send you an invoice and you'll get yourself a login to see this information every Friday morning when it comes out, rather than waiting until we post on the website or I make a YouTube.